नमः चैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूपकदामह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकं वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरो श्रीकृष्णकमलं श्रीगुरुर्वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सहगणललिता रघुनाथान्वितं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधा कृष्णपादान् सहगणललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितांश्च हे कृष्ण करुणासिन्धो दीनबन्धो जगत्पते गोपेशा गोपिका कान्ता कान्ता राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्यः पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौरवृंद हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्णा हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण. So did all of you fill up the quiz?
Yes, Mataji.
So till which sloka did we complete last week?
31. 11.31.
Yeah. So now we are going for 11.32. 32. Jitesh, are you going to read?
Yes, Mataji.
You have to practice on more slokas, Jitesh.
Yes.
Okay. So, wait. So till now in this chapter, what happened? Arjuna heard a lot about Krishna. So after hearing so much about Krishna, Arjuna wanted to see Krishna. In the previous chapter, he was telling, I am there everywhere. Where everywhere, every bit of this universe, every bit of this creation, and in all the universes and in the total creation, wherever it is, I am there. All my extended forms are there. So now naturally Arjuna got it out. How can one, even though Arjuna is convinced that he is God, naturally it is very difficult to understand. Even after hearing Bhagavad Gita also, we get a lot of doubt. How can one person be everywhere? So Arjuna, because Krishna was standing in front of him, Arjuna very conveniently asked him, how can you be everywhere? I want to see that universal form which pervades everywhere. So when Arjuna has asked like that, Krishna, because Arjuna is such a close devotee, such a true devotee, Arjuna was happy, Krishna was happy, and he showed his universal form and also the Kala Rupa. That Kala Rupa means in the Bhagavad Gita we say that Krishna is the time. That means Krishna is there in the past, he is there in the present, and he is there in the future also. That means Krishna is the time. So that form also means the time means whatever has happened is Krishna, whatever is happening is Krishna, and whatever is going to happen is Krishna. So Krishna knows everything that is going to happen. and the total destiny of everybody is already decided. So it's only we all think that we are doing it or it will happen like that because of us it is happening. But Krishna knows everything. That is his Kala Rupa. So Arjuna has seen that Kala Rupa also, where the total, all the people, everybody are going into his body, and then some of them are getting crushed in his mouth, in his big teeth, and sometimes the fire from his mouth is going to those people and absorbing them. So it was a horrifying scene. So Arjuna was afraid. So now that is where that is where we are. And now Arjuna expresses his fear also. So 11.32. Okay, Jitesh, read.
Hare Krishna.
Right.
Kalosim
Lokakshayakrit
lokakshakrit pravalidha lokan samhartum
Samahat
iha parvata
Pravuttaha
rautaha pitavam na
Vamna
bhava
Bhavishyanti Sarve
भविष्यन्ति सर्वे ये चित्ता प्रति
Pratyanikeshu
प्रत्यनिकेषु
Yodha.
यथा.
You have not at all. No, tell.
Translation. The Supreme Personality of Godhead said,
Hmm.
Time, I am the great destroyer of the worlds, and I have come here to destroy all people with the expression of you, the Pandavas. All the soldiers here on both sides will be slain. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. The Supreme Personality of Godhead said, Time I am. That means I am the time. That's what just now we discussed. The great destroyer of the worlds. He is the destroyer of the world. He is the creator and he is the destroyer. This we have been discussing from long. And I have come here to destroy all the people. Means Krishna is there in the Kurukshetra or in this creation to destroy all the people, with the exception of you, the Pandavas. So Krishna is very clearly telling that I am going to destroy everybody except you, 5 Pandavas. All the soldiers here on both sides will be slain. That means it is not that the soldiers on Pandava side are going to survive. Are going to survive. Even all those soldiers are also going to die. So he's telling soldiers from both the sides are going to die except you Pandavas. So previously Krishna said, just with the spark of my energy, I pervade everywhere. In the first 4 slokas till now in this chapter, as Krishna said that, in the first 4 slokas, Arjuna requested Krishna to show his universal form, and in the first 4. And in the next 4 slokas, that means 11.1 to 4. And in from next 4 slokas, Krishna, before showing his universal form, just explained it, because something very horrifying, we just can't show it like that. You should first explain that and then show it. Then Krishna showed, and then Arjuna explained the universal form. Then Arjuna asked, who are you, and the ferocious form, and what's your purpose? And this actually Arjuna knows who he is and why all this. But it is for common people like us, because we need to understand, because we should not take a wrong interpretation. Arjuna puts this kind of questions. As Arjuna's, Krishna's two-handed form is always very lovely and looking beautiful. The meaning of Krishna means all beautiful. So the two, we all have the habit of, at least we have the habit of imagining Krishna like that. And Arjuna was seeing the two-handed form. But normally it is that. But normally here what happens is something very simple. We people won't like, oh, only this. When we try to buy something, they say it is just 10 rupees. Oh, so cheap one. It must be a cheap quality. The same thing you put it in a grand shop and say it is 10,000 rupees. We think, oh, this must be of high quality. This is something very good. It might be the same thing from the same production, but just because of the grandeur look of the shop or the high quality cost of the material, we think it is great. Similarly, Krishna also showed this only for the satisfaction of some common people like us who may not be satisfied with the so simple form of Krishna. So that is the reason why Krishna has shown his universal form. So, and in Sloka 32, Krishna says, I'm the time and I am going to destroy everybody. Krishna displayed, so Krishna showed everything to Arjuna, the past, the present, the future, everything at one place, and that he is the time. So when can we see being human people? We can only see the present. We cannot see the past, we cannot see the future. Only the present we can see. So only Arjuna, Krishna could show it because he is the past, future, present and the future. Then Krishna showed him the Visvarupa and also the Kalarupa. Visvarupa has all the elements in one place, and Kalarupa is the destructive form of Krishna at one place. So these are the two rupas of Krishna which Arjuna has seen. So Krishna says, I am the time, the great destroyer of this universe. Only, but means of everything. Everything means he destroys the bodies and not the souls. Even Krishna cannot destroy the souls, except for Pandavas. Krishna, why is Krishna doing all this? Krishna is doing all this only to punish the evil and protect the devotees. We read this sloka, no? Pavitranaya sadhunam vinasaya shatkutam. That means where he is telling, I have come here to this world only to safeguard the devotees. So when in that sloka he starts with Pavitranaya sadhunam. That means he is going to Paritrayanaya means he is going to safeguard the sadhus and then destruct. So here, because these Pandavas are good people and there was so much harm done to all these Pandavas, Krishna has decided to kill everybody. That and now here very clearly Krishna is telling Arjuna, you are not killing anybody. I am the Kalarupa. It is the Kalarupa which is killing everybody. I am just using you as I think this come in the next sloka. Yeah, Rohan. Rohan, you can read.
Yes, Mataji. Hare Krishna, Mataji. Dandavat Pranam.
Hare Krishna.
Tasmat tvam uttishthaya sola labhasva jitva satran bhanshkva rajyam samriddham mayai vaite nita purvameva nimitta matram bhavasamya Sachin. Translation. Therefore, get up, fight and win glory, conquer your enemies and enjoy a flourishing kingdom. They are already put to death by my arrangement, and you, O Savyasachi, said be but an instrument in the fight. Hare Krishna Mataji. Dandavat Pranam. Thank you, Mataji.
Hare Krishna. Therefore, get up. So Arjuna is telling, Krishna is telling Arjuna, get up. Till now he told, I am the Kalarupa, I am killing everybody. So he said, get up. Prepare to fight and win the glory. Conquer your enemies and enjoy the flourishing kingdom. They are already put to death by my arrangements. That means when they have insulted Draupadi in the Kurusabha, that day itself they are gone. This is all because that is the decision of Krishna. Now he says they are already, Arjuna could see all, we discussed this last week, Karna, Drona and all going into his mouth. And you, O Sabyasachi. Sabyasachi means a person who can fight with both the hands. Here, Arjuna is definitely a great hero. So he's calling him as a Sabyasachi. Can we put an instrument in the fight? Here, this is what is very important for us. Even though Krishna is telling Arjuna is Sabyasachi, a person who can do the fight, but we can, any great person, here we should not forget the greatness of a great person is also a blessing of Krishna only. Who gives that greatness is only Krishna. So Krishna is telling Arjuna, no, Sabyasachi, you go and fight. That means here, even though Krishna is calling him Sabyasachi, it is not Arjuna who is killing, they are already killed. And why he is using Arjuna is only as an instrument. Here, only as an instrument. So the credit, Drona is the teacher of Arjuna. And normally a teacher won't be defeated by the student, because a teacher will have more knowledge than the student. So Bhishma is a great warrior and grandfather of Arjuna. He is also a great warrior. And he is the one who could defeat Parasurama just because they are, but here Arjuna is going to kill. He is telling they are all going to die. Why? It is not that it is, even though Arjuna is a Sabyasachi, they are not dying because of the talent of Arjuna. It's only shown to the public that Arjuna is a great warrior and Arjuna has killed them. But who is killing them? It is Krishna who is killing them. And here, Krishna being a lovely father of all of us, he is just giving the credit to us. That means we all think we are doing it, but it is Krishna. Here also, Krishna is killing all of them and giving the credit to Arjuna. So we should never think that we are doing all this. We should always understand, for doing all this, the energy or the intelligence or the greatness is given to us by Krishna only. So anything that happens good, we should be very grateful to Krishna. The material creation is an opportunity for all the souls to go back to Krishna. So here, the greatness, whatever we are having, we should put it to the happiness of Krishna, because we are being in this material world. We got a body and we are living on this material world as human beings. That means it's a great opportunity for us to do all this. So we should use the opportunity for what? Not for getting fame and this thing. We should use it for going back to the Goloka, going back to Krishna. The ability to serve this is also given by Krishna only, and the planning and execution is also by Krishna only. We are just a party, we are just a spoon in the curry. So all of you know your mother prepares the curry, but the spoon in the curry, if the spoon is not there, the curry will get spoiled. Whatever is there in the bottom will remain bottom. Whatever is there in the top will remain there, and the curry will get spoiled. But because of the spoon, everything is happening in a uniform manner. But the spoon should never think that I am great. It's only an instrument there. So here the only credit what we can take is the willingness to do all this. See, here the willingness of Arjuna was in stake. He said, I am not going to fight. That's what Krishna is kind of teaching him. So that willingness, what is great. And like a flower is created by Krishna, what is that we have to do? We can either leave it on the tree, we can just pluck it and put it on the ground and smash it, or we can just pluck it and bring it to Krishna. The same flower, we can use it in various ways. That way, it's only our willingness and our mind which makes Krishna happy. And here in this poem, in this sloka, Krishna used two words. One is Sabyasachi. That means a great warrior who can fight with both the hands. And Nimitta Matram. He says Nimitta Matram means just an instrument. You are just there. Nothing of, no greatness of yours. Even though you are such a great warrior, there is no greatness for you. Both these two words are contradicting. But how come? It is all Krishna who is doing it. That is how it is, the secret is there. Okay, now for Harshit, read 34.
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Hare Krishna.
Dronam cha Bhishmam cha Jayadrattam cha Karnam Tatayanam api Yoda Viran Maya hatam Tvam Jahima Vyatistaha Yudhyasva Jetasirane Sapatnan. Translation: Drona, Bhishma, Jayadratha, Karna, and other great warriors have already been destroyed by me. Therefore, kill them and do not be disturbed. Simply fight, and you will vanish your enemies in battle.
Yeah.
Hare
Drona,
Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Drona, Bhishma, Jayadratha, Karna, and all other great warriors have already been destroyed by me. This is what Krishna says. Therefore, kill them and do not get disturbed. So you need not get disturbed that you are doing it. They are already gone. Simply fight, do your duty, and you will vanquish your enemies in battle. That means all your enemies will go in this battle. So it is like a match fixing. In the cricket match, you all know what is match fixing. Before the match itself, both the parties decide that so and so is going to win. Like fools, we go and sit there and watch, and then we pray, we jump and do all those things. We undergo tension. But beginning itself, the match is already fixed. That way, here also, Krishna has decided who is going to win, who is going to die, how he is going to die, and all that. But he's not doing it with himself. He is using Arjuna as an instrument. So we have to be very clear that whatever we are doing is only Krishna's plan. So here, what is that greatness we can do? Everything is Krishna's doing. I'll not do anything. I'll sit idle like this. No, our idea, our thoughts are what is important. We should have a thought saying that we have to do the right thing. Whatever is good only we should wish. Whatever is good only we should always plan to do. And then only we'll go back to the Goloka. So it is our mindset and our thoughts which are very important. So otherwise we'll be entangled only here. So here we should always work for the sense gratification of Krishna and not for our sense gratification. If we start working for our sense gratification, we'll be in this world only forever. Suppose we should never take the credit of doing all these things that we are doing. We should never forget that we are not doing and Krishna is doing. The example which was taken was like a crow. It somehow somewhere gets a peacock feather. So it happily takes it, puts it at its backs and thinks, I'm looking so beautiful with this peacock. Will a crow look beautiful just by putting a peacock? No, it won't. People who are looking at will only laugh. They won't enjoy it. So that way, we also can never take the credit of whatever we are having or the credit whatever is going on. Yeah. Dikshit, you can read the next one. Pushkar, you are there. Do you want to read? Hare Krishna, Pushkar. If you want to read, be ready for 36. Yeah, 35. Dikshit, please read.
Hare Krishna Mataji Pranam.
Hare Krishna.
Etagshruvatavachatam Keshavasya Kratanjalir Vepam Anakriti Namaskritva Bhuya Evaha Krishnam Sagadgadam Bhita Pranamaya. Translation. Sanjaya said to Dhritarashtra, O king, after hearing this verse from the supreme personality of God, the rebelling Arjuna offered obeisances with folded hands again and again. He carefully spoke to Krishna in a faltering voice as follows. Hare Krishna Mataji Dandavat Pranam.
Thank you, Mataji.
Hare Krishna. So here Sanjaya is explaining the mental state of Arjuna. He's telling, oh king, That means he is addressing Dhritarashtra. After hearing these words from the Supreme Personality of Godhead, when Krishna said, "You are the Savyasachi, but you are only a Nimitta Matra, I am doing everything," the trembling Arjuna offered obeisances. Why Arjuna was trembling? When he saw the Viswarupa and Kalarupa, he got frightened and he was trembling. So now he understood a little more. And so the trembling Arjuna offered obeisances with folded hands again and again. Why will normally when you go to our altar and then pray, we just pray once because that's what is common to us. But when we see somebody great or somebody whom we unexpectedly comes to us, we say namaste. Oh, please come, namaste, please come. That way we tell 100 times. Why do we say so many times? Because we feel so grateful. We feel so happy in our heart. We tell the same thing. When somebody helps us a lot, we just don't say thank you once and keep silent. We keep on saying thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, like that we do. So Arjuna fearfully spoke to Lord Krishna with flattering voice as follows. So after the paying obeisances many times, he started talking to Krishna many times. Yeah. Pushkar, you want to read the next thing? 36.
Yes, Mataji.
Yeah, please read, Pushkar.
Stahe hritikshitva pratkritya jagat prashyastya anurajyate cha rakshamsi bintani tiso gravanti sarvanamasyanti chasit Sanghya. Translation. Arjuna said, O master of the senses, the world becomes joyful upon hearing your name, and thus everyone becomes attached to you. A thought, although the perfected beings offer you their respectful homage, the demons are afraid and they flee here and there. All this is rightly done.
Yeah. So Arjuna is saying, "Oh master of senses." Rishikesa means Tane Rishikesa is telling. Rishikesa means the controller of the senses. The world becomes joyful upon hearing your name. He's telling, now we all know when we say Krishna, we feel happy. That's what we always say. And Krishna means all beautiful. When we think of somebody all beautiful, we feel happy. And we know the greatness of Krishna, we feel more happy. And thus everyone becomes attached to you. Because Krishna is making us happy, we get attached. That's very natural, no? Somebody hurting us every day, will we be happy? Will we get attached to them? No. Only with people who make us happy, we feel attached. Although the perfected being offer you their respectful homage, the demons are also afraid and they flee here and there. All this is rightly done. Here, Sanjay is telling this. So all are happy, but even though all are paying homage to you, the demons are still afraid of you because they are all seeing the Kalarupa and they are running here and there. All is rightly done. As Krishna has displayed his universal form, the Kalarupa, he has seen all the demigods and the demons. Everybody are offering prayers to Krishna. Arjuna thinks the form. So everybody thinks, hey, what is this? Krishna has become so fearful. It would have been nice if he was in the same form which we daily see. So they were wishing in their heart that Krishna should go back to his normal form. So now he's in 36. From now onwards to 37, 38, Arjuna will glorify Krishna who is in the universal form. And from 39 to 40, he offers his prayers. And 41 to 44, Arjuna goes into a reverential mood and asks for apologies. Why apologies? We will understand them. Because when we are suddenly realize that the person with whom we are playing around, ill-treating means not in the bad sense, but casual talk and all that, suddenly realize that they are very big people, then we'll say, sorry, I didn't mean. And from 45 to 60 Sloka, he will say, yeah, I'm really sorry for all this. Please withdraw your Viswarupa. So, so here, by seeing the Viswarupa, the demigods are very happy, whereas the demons are afraid. And then because when they see that Rupa, they also, because Krishna, whatever Rupa he is in, just to look at that, we might feel bad. But a bad person, normally what he thinks, what is there, what can Krishna do to me? But the moment he sees the Krishna's horrifying Rupa, then he will get a fear. Maybe Krishna is very strong, he will come and kill me. That way he will develop a fear in his heart. So Krishna displays his ferocious form to frighten the demons and pleasing to please his devotees. So next, 37. Rohan? Yeah.
Mataji, you can give this chance for any another member, Mataji.
See, when it comes to your chant, just read. Otherwise, give it to the Dikshit.
Okay, Mataji.
Yeah. When I don't give, you say give. When I ask you to read, don't say that. Yeah, read.
Hare Krishna, Mataji, Dandavat Pranam.
Hare Krishna.
चाहते न मेरा महात्मा गारिया ब्रह्मणु या आदि कर्त्रे अनंता देवासा जगत्निवासा त्वम् अक्षरं सत् असत्ततः परं यत्. Translation: O great one, greater even than Brahma, you are the original creator. Why then should they not offer their respectful obediences unto you, O limitless one, gods of gods, refuge of your universe? You are the invincible source, the causes of all causes, transcendental to this material manifestation. Thank you, Mataji. Hare Krishna, Mataji.
Hare Krishna. Oh, great one. So Arjuna is telling to Krishna, oh, great one, greater even than Brahma. Why is Krishna greater than Brahma? Because Krishna has created Vishnu, from whom Brahma has come. So Krishna is the original creator. So he is greater than Brahma. You are the original creator. As he is the original creator, Krishna is greater than Brahma. Why then should they not offer their respectable obeisances to them, to you? Why the demigods and Brahma, Shiva, why will they not offer? Because you are the creator. All limitless one. You have no limit. Just now Arjuna has seen the all-pervading Rupa of Krishna. Gods of God, God of gods. Refugee to all the universe, because refugee means where does all the creations, some thousands of universe come out, they all come from Krishna, and then again they go back into Krishna. That means that is where they take their refugee. You are the invisible source. You are the source behind the total creation of all this universe and the cause of all causes. Transcendental to this material manifestation. You are the source, you are the power behind all this manifestation, behind all this creation. That's what Arjuna says to Krishna. Okay? Yeah. Arshit, read the next one. 38.
Tvamadev purushas puranas tvamasya vishwasya param nidhanam Vetasi Vedyam Chaparam Chadama Tyatatam Vishwam Anantarupa. Translation: You are the original personality of Godhead, the oldest, the ultimate sanctuary of this manifested cosmic world. You are knower of everything, and you are all that is knowable. You are the supreme refugee above the material modes, O limitless form. This whole cosmic manifestation is pervaded by you. Hare Krishna Mataji.
Hare Krishna. Here he is paying his obeisances. You are the original personality of Godhead, the oldest, the ultimate sanctuary of the manifested cosmic world. You are the ultimate. You are the knower of everything. Why Krishna is the knower of everything, as we have discussed many times? Because he is the oldest. Because we people, one thing is we have our mind is so limited that we forget. But Krishna is such a powerful man, he won't forget anything. And also, we won't remember in this life only, the past we don't remember. And there's no point, we can never remember what has happened to us in our previous lives. But Krishna he is there from the beginning. He knows everything, the knower of everything. And even the Vedas, Vedangas also he knows. Why? Because they all have come from him only. You are all that knowable. You are the one who knows everything. You are the supreme refugee. That means every creation can take refuge on you only, in you only, above the material modes. You are above the material modes. Oh, limitless form. So as now Arjuna is very clear that Krishna has no limit. The whole cosmic manifestation is pervaded by you. So he's paying all, he's accepting everything and paying his respect and paying his obeisances and respects. So this is how Arjuna is glorifying Krishna. Next, 39. Yeah. Rohan, you want to read?
Mataji, can I read, Mataji?
Oh, Rohan, huh?
Yes, Mataji.
Yeah. Read. Next.
Vayudyamoktirvarunaha sasanka prajapatis tvam prapitamahas chanamo namastestu sahasrakartavyaha punas Chabuyo Namo Namaste. Translation. You are air, you are the supreme controller. You are fire, you are water, you are the moon, you are Brahma and the first living creator, and you are the greatest grandfather. I therefore offer my respectful obeisances on you 1,000 times, and again yet and again yet. Hare Krishna Mataji.
Hare Krishna. Translation. You are air. So now Arjuna is very clear that Krishna is everything. So he is the air, you are the supreme controller. Air means the most important thing for a living being to survive. And you are the fire. Every living being has got fire in it. Otherwise, there is no life in it. You are the water and you are the moon. You are the Brahma and the first living creature. That means he is the origin of everything. So he is the first one. And you are the great grandfather. Why? Because lot of generations have passed. Thousands and lakhs of generations have passed. So he is the grandfather of everybody. He is the father of everybody. Because he is our father's father. We call him as he is calling him as the great grandfather. And therefore offer my respectful obeisances unto you 1,000 times. As I said in the previous sloka, when we realize that somebody is very great, we offer our obeisances many times. And again, many times and again, many times and again. That's what he is offering. And he is giving all the names of the demigods, like air, water, moon, Brahma, and all this to Krishna only, because we are all expansions of Krishna only. Yeah, next. Pushkar, will you read? 40?
Yes, Mataji.
Yeah, please read.
Nama purastad atha prashthaste namostute sarvata eva sarva anantaviram mitta vikramas tvam sarvam samapsnuni tato Sri Sarva. Translation. Obeisances to you from the front, from behind, and from all sides. And O unbounded power, you are the master of limitless might. You are all pervading, pervading, and thus you are everything.
So Arjuna is still continuing his prayer, saying, obeisance to you from, because till now he prayed obeisances. Now, just now he realized that Krishna is not just in front of him; he is everywhere. In the when the Vishwarupa was described, it was very clearly said that Krishna was not just in front of Arjuna. He was above, he was right side, he was left side, he was back side, he was under. Wherever Arjuna has seen, the Vishwarupa was there. So now he wants to offer obeisances to the Krishna in toto. So he is turning all sides and praying his obeisances. So he says, my obeisances to you from the front, from behind, from all sides. Oh, unbounded power. That means there is no boundary to your power. If there is a boundary, I would only look that side and pray. But your power has got no boundary. So it's everywhere. You are the master of limitless might. It means your greatness has got no limit. You are all pervading, and thus you are everything. Because you are all pervading and because you are everywhere, you are everything. Okay. Hare Krishna. 41, 42. Rohan and Dikshit, will both of you read this one after other, or one of you wants to read this? Or
One after other will read, Mataji.
read. First one of you read. Next one more read.
Okay, Mataji. Hare Krishna. Sakhate matva prasabham yadyuktam. He Krishna, he Yadav, he Sakheti ajanata mahimananta vedam maya pranaya.
Next, Rohan, you read.
भोजनेषु एकोटा वापि चितातत् संस्कारं तत् श्रमये त्वाम् अहम् अप्रमेयम्.
Thanking you of you as my friend, I have rashly addressed you, O Krishna, O Yadava, O my friend, not knowing your glories, please forgive whatever I may have done in madness or in love. I have distrusted you many times, jesting as you relaxed lay on the same bed.
Or sat or ate together, sometimes alone and sometimes in front of many friends. Oh, infallible one, please excuse me for the offenses.
Hare Krishna Mataji, Dandavat Pranam. Thank you.
Hare Krishna. So now Arjuna is remembering his total life, how he has spent with Krishna. And then he is worried. Hare, what did I do? He is such a great personality. And how did I behave with him? How can I behave with him like that? Normally this happens for us also. When we think he is somebody very close, we call him the way we like. Are, ore, era, something we'll call him. Suddenly we realize, suppose your father has a friend whom he used to call like this, and suddenly he realizes that this man is nothing but a big IAS officer or a minister. I didn't know, I addressed him like this. Then he will say, I'm sorry, I didn't know this, that you are such a great man. So I called you. That way here Arjuna is also feeling bad. So here Arjuna is telling, thinking of you as my friend, I thought you were my friend. I have rashly addressed you as, hey Krishna. This is how he used to call. But we should understand one thing, that Krishna loves his close devotees call him like that. Krishna enjoyed maximum in his Vrindavan life, because all the Gopas there were addressing like this only. And they never realized it. I mean, had any realization that he is God, because the moment we know he is God, we keep him at a distance, at a height. So there also, actually, the Gopas also used to pull whatever Krishna was eating in his mouth, take it from his mouth and eat. Sometimes when they were playing, Krishna used to lose. That means lose. Krishna losing means wantonly he does. So those people used to say, "You lost, we won. So now you become the horse. We will go and sit on you and play." That way he used to do. Krishna used to enjoy. The same thing Arjuna also did. He's saying, "Arey, I used to call him, oh Krishna, hey Yadava, oh friend, come here, Arey, Ure." That way we call, no? So I used to call you like that, knowing your glories. I never knew that you were so great. Please forgive me whatever I have done in madness or in love. Madness means ignorance. Or I didn't know that you are so great. So I called you. And then I had a lot of love on you. Because of that, I called you so affectionately. I have dishonored you many, many times, jesting you as we relaxed. Like they used to move a lot. So when they were going, they used to sit and then relax, lay on the same bed, or ate in the same plate. Sometimes when friends are together, what they do, they crack jokes on us. Suppose one friend says, "I will jump from this tree." The other fellow says, see this fellow's face. It seems he can jump from the tree. This way we joke on the other fellow. So Arjuna also used to joke like that on Krishna. So he's telling, sometimes I used to crack jokes on you alone and sometimes in friends. I'm so sorry. I never knew that you are an inflammable one. Please excuse me for all my offenses. This is what he was telling. This is how he requested. Yeah. Now, Harshit, read 43.
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Huh.
Pitasi lokasya characharasya tvamasya pupnyas chagurar gariyam natvam samo asti abhyadikaha kuto anyo lokatrayepi apratima prabhava. You are the father of this complete cosmic manifestation of the moving and the non-moving. You are its worshipable chief, the supreme spiritual master. No one is greater than you, nor anyone be one with you. How then could there be anyone greater you within the three worlds, O Lord of immeasurable power?
When Arjuna is continuing his prayer, saying, "You are the father of this complete cosmic manifestation of the moving and the non-moving. For both you are only the father. You are its worshipable chief, the supreme spiritual master. No one is greater than you, or can anyone be with you. It's not that somebody is greater than you. Nobody can be on par with you, or that means equal to you also. Like we all know, Krishna, where is Krishna? Where are we? We can never even compare ourselves with his powers. So that's what he's telling. How then could there be anyone greater than you when there is nobody equal to you? How can there be anybody greater than you within the three worlds? Oh Lord of immeasurable power. So he's telling your power cannot be measured. So you are such a great, powerful man. So there is nobody greater than you, and we cannot even compare with you. So he's only feeling bad and then saying, I have done all these mistakes. Yeah. 44. Pushkar, will you read? No. Yeah.
Oh, yes, Mataji. Tasmat pranamya pranidhyaya kayam prasadaye tvam aham isam ityam piteva putrasya
Medium. Okay. Carry on. Sorry.
sakheva sakyu priyas harisya devasodhum Translation: You are the Supreme Lord to be worshipped by every living being. Thus, I fall down to offer you my respectful obeisances and ask your mercy as a father tolerates the impudence of his son, a friend the impertinence of a friend, for a husband the familiarity of his wife. Please tolerate the wrongs I may have done you.
So he's telling you are the Supreme Lord to be worshipable by any other living, by every living being. Thus, I fall down to offer you my respectable obeisances and ask your mercy. As you are the greatest person, I am just falling behind before you and asking for your mercy because I have done so many mistakes towards you, unknowingly. As a father tolerates the impudence of his son, see, what does the son do? He doesn't know that his father is so great. Even though in human beings, he goes, kicks when there is a small baby in the hands of a father. What does the child do? He kicks with his legs on his father. He beats him. Sometimes he even pours urine. And then, and after growing little bit, the child doesn't know that he should not talk bad to his father. When the father tells something not to do, the son revolts back. You children must be doing that. Why I should not do? I will do it. This is what I'll do. You are so bad. This kind of words all you people use on your father, all the children does. So the father tolerates because he is his son, he is so loving to him, but he tries to correct. That way I also behaved with you. A friend to impertinence of a friend. So that means a friend to a friend, they will only talk in a loose language. Or a husband, the familiarity to his wife. Like a man might be a great personality outside. But when coming home for a wife, every day in and day out, they meet together and stay together. So they are very close to each other. So outside, a lot of people might be doing sir. But wife, she's so casual. She says, "Can you please get me a glass of water?" Outside, nobody can say that. That it comes with the familiarity. Nothing wrong in it. Please tolerate the wrongs I may have done to you. All these kind of mistakes I must have done to you. Please tolerate me, is what he is telling. Yeah, Rohan. 45. Yeah. Hare Krishna, Rohan. Yeah.
अत्रस्तापूर्वं हृषितोऽस्मि दृष्ट्वा भयेन च पर्वयतिथं मनो मे तदेव मे दृश्या देवारूपं प्रसिद्धदेव जगन्निवासा. Translation: After seeing this universal form, which I have never seen before, I am glad and elated, but at the same time, my mind is disturbed with fear. Therefore, please bestow your grace upon me and reveal again your form as the personality of Godhead. O Lords of Lords, O abode of the universe, Namaste.
Hare Krishna. So now, after doing all the prayers, now Arjuna is telling, he's telling, no, he only asked for this Kal Viswarupa. Now he's telling, I don't want to see this Viswarupa anymore. Just please come back to your normal Rupa. After seeing this universal form, which I have never seen before, I am gladdened. But at the same time, my mind is disturbed with fear. Therefore, please bestow your grace upon me and reveal again your form of personality of Godhead, O Lord of Lords, O abode of universe. So he is telling, now he is requesting his friend that he wants to see his pleasant form. Kalarupa, and we should understand this Kalarupa or this Vishwarupa, these are all temporary. The normal Rupa is whatever we are seeing. In Goloka, if you see the Rupa which is there, is the beautiful 16 years old Krishna's Rupa only. These are all temporary only. But without a physical form, that is how Krishna is. So, But because Arjuna was getting fearful, more than fearful, he is not comfortable in seeing his friend such a way. Like somebody in our family is sick. So, and even though we know that that is only temporary, we feel so uncomfortable to see a person like that, a sick person. We always want them to be looking good, healthy, and happy. We feel very happy. That way, he's telling, I want to get back, see your normal present Rupa. Yeah, 46. Harshit? Harshit?
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Hare Krishna.
Kiritenam Jadinam
Kiritinam Gadinam
Jaginam Chakra Hastam Ichhami Tvam Drashtamaham Tataiva Tenaiva Rupena Chaturbhujena Sahasrabaho Bhava Vishwamurti. Translation. O universal form, O thousand-armed Lord, I wish to see you in your four-armed form with helmeted head and with club, wheel, conch, and lotus flower in your hands. I long to see you in that form. Hare Krishna Mataji.
Hare Krishna. O universal form, O thousand-armed Lord, is praising the form of the Krishna. He is not telling, he is not criticizing the form. Because there's a great form, there is a greatness of Krishna. He is only telling, oh, universal form, you are great, but still I am not able to see it. Oh, thousand-armed Lord, I wish to see you in your four-armed form. Like we always say, no, you are more comfortable with your father in your house than in his office. If normally in your house you go and sit on your father's lap, or you even fight with him. But if you go to his office, you can't do the same thing. You will also stand a distant from your father and then keep observing him. That way, this is more informal. So everybody will like this form only. With helmeted head and with your four-armed form with helmeted head and with club wheel, conch, and lotus flowers in your hands. That means the four-headed form, Vishnu form, is like this with four hands. One, he will have a helmet that is a kiritam, and he will have that Senku Chakra Gada Padmam. It means he'll have Senku on one hand, Chakra on one hand, Gada on one hand, and Padmam on the other hand. And he says, that is the form I wish to see. I long to see you in that form. Actually, Arjuna is more comfortable with the two-handed form. But from that universal form, he requested him to come back to this, to this form. So now he is describing the beauty of the four-handed form. That is the Narayana form. Yeah, Pushkar? 47.
Yes, but Hare Krishna Mataji.
Hare Krishna.
Shri Bhagavanuvacha Maya Prasaneya
Prasanneena
Tvar
Tavarjunedam
Tavarjunedam Rupam Param Daristamatmayogat Tejo Mayam Visam Antam Adyam Yanni Tvad Aniya Nadrastapuram. Translation. The Supreme Personality of Godhead said, my dear Arjuna, happily have I shown you by my internal potency this supreme universal form within the material world. No one before you has ever seen this primal form, ultimated and full of glaring influence.
effulgence. So now Krishna is telling about his form. He's telling the Supreme Personality of Godhead said, my dear Arjuna, happily I have shown you my internal potency. That means my greater capacity, my total capacity. This supreme universal form with the material world. No one before you has ever seen this primal form. Before you, nobody has seen. unlimited and full of glaring effulgence. This form is not just with different rupas and hands, but it has got, as we studied, it has got a lot of glaring effect. Like one sun itself we can't see. So in the starting itself, he said it is with thousands of suns glaring at once. How can we see at that kind of a form? He says, before you also nobody has seen this form. But we always in the Mahabharata we heard that when Krishna went for negotiations with Hastinapura to not to have war. What happened? He showed his universal form to Dhritarashtra, Duryodhana, and all of them, so that they will understand that the other side Krishna is there, so we will not win. But even then, they did not believe it. They did not get satisfied. They did not. But that form also is not as powerful as the form which Krishna has shown to Arjuna now. That form doesn't have a Kalarupa, it only has the Viswarupa. But seeing Viswarupa also, that foolish people should have believed that he is the ultimate, he is the God. So we will not win over him. But that time also they did not take this. Now the universal form, the Devatas also from the other planetary system, higher planetary system have seen that. Yeah. Rohan? Rohan?
Hare Krishna, Mataji, Dandavat Pranam.
Dandavat Pranam.
Na Veda Jaya Jaya Nada Nada
You are not audible, Rohan. Rohan,
Rohan, you are not audible. Transforming sacrifices on this Mataji, can you hear me, Mataji?
yeah, we are not audible anyway. Next time, just set it right. Oh, best of Kuru warriors.
Mataji,
We were not
Mataji?
audible. Yeah, we could not hear you properly. Just set things for the next. Okay? Yeah, I'm reading the translation. Oh, best of Kuru warriors, no one before you has ever seen this universal form of mine. That means Krishna doesn't show this form every day or show this form every day. So, for neither by studying in Vedas nor by performing sacrifices. Here Krishna is telling, just because somebody is great, I won't show this form. Maybe they might be studying Vedas, nor they might be performing great sacrifices, nor they might be doing great charities, nor by pious activities, nor by severe penance can I be seen in the form in this material world. He says, whatever great deeds they might do, I don't show this form to them. They cannot see this. That means, but why did Krishna show this form to Arjuna? Because Arjuna is a real devotee. By doing all these activities, Krishna won't hear. We have to understand what the secret. Krishna will not be happy just by doing all these things, like by studying Vedas or by performing sacrifices, by doing charity, by doing pious activities or severe penance. Krishna won't be happy. Krishna will only be happy if somebody is his devotee. And also because he is his friend, Krishna has shown this rupa to Arjuna. Okay, 49. Harshit? Yeah, only few slokas will finish now. 48 now? Yeah.
Mate Vyatamacha Vimudhabhavo Drishtvarupam Ghoramidram Mamedam Vyapate Bhiha Pritap Manaspunastvam Sad me eva me rupamidam Prapasya translation. You have been perturbed and bewildered by
Perturbed. You've been perturbed. Yeah.
and bewildered by seeing this horrible feature of mine. Now let it be finished, my devotee. Be free again from all disturbances. With a peaceful mind, you can now see the form you desire. Hare Krishna. Mataji.
Hare Krishna. So, yeah, you have been perturbed and bewildered by seeing this horrifying feature of mine. So Krishna is telling, I know you got frightened by seeing this. Now let it be finished. That means, so you are, because you're getting afraid, I'm not going to show it anymore. I'm going to close it. My devotee, be free again from all turbulences. Because of seeing that, Arjuna was shivering. He says, I don't want my devotee to be under turbulence. You will be free under this turbulence. With a peace of mind, you can now see the form you desire. Because Arjuna wanted to see this peaceful form of Krishna, the four-handed, and then the two-handed. He's saying, now you see the peaceful form. Normally, when there's such a great Rupa is shown, nobody will say, I don't want to show this. But Arjuna said, see, and also because of fear, he said, and also when Krishna was born, as we discussed many times, Krishna was not born like others. He was, before coming, he came before Devaki Mata and said, I am going to come out of your stomach. No, we all cannot do that. So that way, Devaki said, when Krishna was born as a four-handed Vishnu, then Devaki said, what is this Rupa? If you are like this, Kamsa will look at you and then he will get frightened that you are going to kill him. And then now itself he'll start fighting. So I don't want you to be like this. You be like a baby only. That way she said. So, but Prahalada had a different opinion. Prahalada has also seen the Narsimha Avatara, which is also a horrifying figure. But Prahalada did not get afraid. Everybody got frightened. Everybody there got frightened except Prahalada. Why? Because Prahalada is a devotee. He has got so much faith. He knows that it is Narayana who has come. So he knows that he is going to protect the devotees. So, but he prayed to Narasimha Avatara to not to be in that form. Why? Because it is not the furious form that Prahalada did not want. It was the furious mood with which the Narasimha was there. After he came with such a furious mood and then he killed Hiranyakasipu with his nails. That way he has killed. He said, I don't want that mood. That mood should be very cool, but your form, anything is okay. Prahalada will only love. So here, with a peaceful mind, you can see my beautiful Rupa. That's what Krishna is telling. Yeah, 50. Now, who read this one? No. So now, Dikshit, you're going to read 50th sloka. Hare Krishna. Who is going to read?
Mataji, me.
Huh?
Pushkar.
Yeah, Pushkar read.
Sanjay Uvacha Ityai Arjunam Vasudevasthathoktva Savakam Rupam Darsayam Asabhuya Asvasyam Achbhitam Enam Bhutva Punasuvam Vapur
Saumya.
Mahatma.
Paratmatma. Okay.
Translation. Sanjaya said to Dhritarashtra that Supreme Personality of Godhead, Krishna, have spoken thus to Arjuna, displayed his real forearm form, and at last showed his two-arm form, thus encouraging the fearful Arjuna.
Sanjaya said to Dhritarashtra. Now Krishna is showing and Arjuna is surprised and watching. So Sanjaya is explaining the mood of Arjuna. The supreme and whatever is happening there, Sanjaya has explained to Dhritarashtra. The supreme personality of Godhead, Krishna, having spoken thus to Krishna, so after speaking like this to Krishna, he displayed his real four-armed form. So Krishna is normally in the four-armed form in the material world. And then he showed his, from there he shifted to his two-armed form. That means the normal form with which Arjuna day to day interacts. And thus encouraging the fearful Arjuna. That means encouraging means not encouraging his fear, but encouraging him to be calm and peaceful. Krishna has now come back to his normal, beautiful form. Yeah, 51. Rohan.
Hare Krishna Mataji, Dandavat Pranam, Arjuna Uvacha, Dhrutasthir Dhammanu Samrupam, Savasavyayam Janardana, Idani Amma Asmi Samvritta, Sacheta Prakritim Gata. Translation. When Arjuna thus saw Krishna in his original form, he said, "Oh Janardana, seeing his human-like form, so very beautiful, I am now composed in mind, and I am restored to my original nature." Hare Krishna Mataji, Dandavat Pranam. Thank you.
So now after seeing the two-handed form, Arjuna is calm and peaceful. Amaya, my friend is back. When Arjuna thus saw Krishna in his original form, he said, "Oh Janardana, seeing this human-like form, so very beautiful." What is the meaning of Krishna? The most beautiful. Very beautiful. I am now composed in mind. That means I am very calm and peaceful in my mind. And I am restored to my original nature. That means Arjuna is not a fearful man. So only when he saw the Kala Rupa of Krishna, he became fearful. Now that he has seen this, he is telling, I am now back to my calm and peaceful mood. 52. Yeah, Harshit, read.
Hare Krishna Mataji. Shri Bhagavan Uvacha Sudarshanam idam rupam dhritasvam asmiyan mama devapi asya rupasya nityam darshana nishkan sinaha Vanchinaha. Translation. The Supreme Personality of Godhead said, "My dear Arjuna, this form of mine you are now seeing is very difficult to behold. Even the demigods are ever seeking the opportunity to see this form, which is so dear." Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. From now in the next four slokas, the last four slokas of this chapter, Krishna concludes. He is telling to whom he will show his beautiful form. And what are the qualifications should be. The Supreme Personality of Godhead said, "My dear Arjuna, this form of mine you are seeing is very difficult to behold. Even the demigods are even seeking the opportunity to see this form, which is so dear. So my form, which is now, is so dear that even the demigods wants to see this." So here, if you Krishna has, we know the total tenure of this creation, in which the time of what is the Dwapara Yuga, the time where Krishna has come itself is 864 years total. In that, even though Krishna was there in age, what is the time Krishna sir lived? It was just 125 years. I mean, even the people in Dwapara Yuga who did not see, it's not that easy to see that Rupa also. Very fortunate people only will be born there. And even those people who are all born, how many have seen Krishna? Hardly anybody has seen. And after seeing also, how many do you think believed that he is Krishna? And this demigod, these demons, they Kamsa and others, even after seeing such a beautiful Rupa of Krishna, they never believed that that Krishna is the ultimate. That is their unfortunate. So he's telling you are the fortunate. 53. Rohan? Dikshit, sorry. Who is ready? Last for everybody. 53.
Mataji. Hare Krishna Mataji, Dandavat Pranam. Na ham veda na tapasya नादानेन नचेद्य एवं विधो द्रष्टावान् आसिवाम्यत्. Translation: The form you are seeing with your transcendental eyes cannot be understood simply by studying them, nor by undergoing serious penances, nor by charity, nor by worship. It is not by these means that you can see me as I am. Hare Krishna Mataji.
Yeah, here he is telling who can see his form. The form you are seeing with your transcendental eyes cannot be understood simply by studying the Vedas. That means if you want to see Krishna, understand Krishna, it is not if you just keep on studying Vedas, understanding Vedas, and getting lot of spiritual knowledge, that is not enough. That way you cannot see Krishna, nor by undergoing serious penance. That means we sitting and doing penance, nor by charity, nor by worship. It is not by these means that one can see me as I am. So Krishna is telling, this is not what I am looking. What is Krishna doing? What does Krishna want? All of us know what Krishna wants. He does not want anything. We know this sloka, Patram Pushpam Phalam Toyam. That means Krishna is just happy with the smallest thing that is available. But that we have to offer to Krishna in a very devotional manner. We have to offer it to Krishna with a mood that Krishna is the Supreme Personality, and even that Patram Pushpam Phalam, we got it only because of the mercy of Krishna. That kind of a devotional mood we should have. Only then Krishna will bless us. Only then, only bhaktas can do it, and only they can accept it. Okay. So, yeah. 54. Who is ready? Who is ready? Hare Krishna.
Mataji, can I read?
Yeah. Read. Who is over in that line? Read. Row. Yeah, Pushkar, read.
Okay, Mataji.
Yeah.
Bhaktya tva ananyaya sakya aham evam vidarjuna
Janatum.
janatum rastum shatatena
Yeah.
pravestum cha pranatapa. Translation: My dear Arjuna, only by undivided devotional service can I be understood as I am. Standing before you can thus be seen directly. Only in this way can you enter into the mysteries of my understanding.
Yeah. Oh, my dear Arjuna, only by undivided devotional service can I be understood as I am. This is what Krishna has been telling from the beginning. Only with a devotional mind, devotional mode, he can be understood. I am standing before you and thus can be seen directly. Only in the way you can enter into the mysteries of my understanding. So he is telling only, mean like you might do penance, you might do whatever great things you might do. I cannot be understood, nor I cannot be got by you. The only way is undivided devotional service. That is the only way any one of us can get Krishna's blessings. Like it's all waste of time if we think we will learn lot of Vedas, we will do lot of penance and all that. It's only thing what we have to do is just remember Krishna, chant his name, talk about him, always keep Krishna in your mind and in your heart, and whatever you are doing, do it for the pleasure of Krishna and not for the showing off or thinking that if you do some great things Krishna will bless us. It will not happen. So here Krishna is telling very clearly that the only thing that is required is only the love and affection, the devotion, the belief. That is the only thing. The last sloka. Who will read? Yeah.
Hare Krishna Mataji, Dandavat Pranam. Can Deekshit read Mataji?
Yeah, read.
Mat karma krin mat parmo mat bhakta sangha varjita nirvaira sarva bhuteshu samam eti pandava. Translation. My dear Arjuna, he who engages in my pure devotional service, free from the contaminations of fruitive activities and mental speculation, he who works for me, who makes me the supreme goal of his life, and who is friendly to every living being, he certainly comes to me. Hare Krishna Mataji Dandavat Pranam. Thank you, Mataji.
Hare Krishna. My dear Arjuna, he is telling who is a real bhakti, how a bhakti has to be done. Here, this is the essence of this total chapter. That means seeing Krishna universal form, no use. Seeing Kala form of Krishna, no use. Krishna doing four form, nothing is useful. The only thing to get Krishna is practice and pray to Krishna in this whatever Krishna has explained in this poem. He says, my dear Arjuna, he who engages in my pure devotional service, free from all contaminations of fruitive activities and mental speculation, he who works for me, who makes me the supreme goal of his life, and who is friendly in every living being, he certainly comes to me. So Krishna has given 5 conditions. If we fulfill any of them or all of them, then we will be able to reach Krishna. What are the 5 things? He engages in my pure devotional service. We have to be in devotional service of Krishna. How? Not just by sitting there and doing puja. We have to be free from contaminations of fruitive activities. That means we should be we should not spend our time and energy in getting temporary benefits, in material happiness. And that is one thing. Our happiness should be in serving Krishna. Mental speculation. Should I do this or should I do this? Should I watch a movie today or sit and do chanting? Should I go and play outside or should I watch TV? This kind of mental speculation should not be there. It should be clear. I should do this. That's all. He who works for me, we have to work for Krishna. That means we have to do something which will make Krishna happy. Who makes me the supreme goal of his life. What is it you want to achieve in life? I want to go back to Krishna is the answer. That's all should be the answer. No other answer. First, let me do this, let me do this, let me do this. Then I will do for Krishna. That is the wrong one. And who is friendly to every living being? He has to be friendly. That means when will we be friendly to others? Only when we believe that Krishna is the supreme God and we are all his children. Then if we are his children, what are all the living beings around us? They are all our brothers and sisters. Right? When the father of all of us is same, it means we are all brothers and sisters. When we are all brothers and sisters, we will automatically be friendly with them. So we have to be friendly with all the living beings. He certainly comes to me. Only people who are with these 5 qualities will go back to Krishna. This is the gist of this chapter. Okay, so that is where we can get Krishna and make him happy and go back to Goloka. Hare Krishna. This is chapter 11. So next chapter, if we do, we are going to complete Bhakti Yoga. One more chapter for Bhakti Yoga.